Hey, Healing Fam. Welcome to Healing Me. I am Me, the messenger, where we are healing me. This is Toxic Tuesday reading up to see what comes out as what's the most toxic thing or things that if you do something about right now or start changing or start working on that would really change things around in your life, okay? So, let's see. What the most, thank you. So we said, nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So right off, what is the most toxic things? With all these waves of emotions, not controlling your emotions, not controlling the emotions that allow, not sitting in the emotions that don't serve you, right? Nothing is yet set in stone. So if you're sitting in the emotion of overwhelming or oh it's not gonna work out and or woe is me or it's victim mentality, then it's not. And if you sit in that emotion, then you're just going to attract more of that. Whereas if you know nothing is set in stone and that you have the power to manifest a better outcome or the best outcome for you in any situation, but you can only do that from your higher self, from a positive, from seeing yourself, from believing that the best thing is always happening for you, that nothing is happening to you, to get out of the victim mentality, to not allow yourself to sit in the overwhelming fear-based thinking, which is false evidence appearing real, right? Again, because nothing is set in stone. You have the power by your faith to see it how you want it to happen and know that the best thing is going to happen for you, and then go and get busy getting your mind off of that so that you're not watching the pot boil, right, and festering on it and slowing it down, and then starting to give energy to these type of thoughts to trickle back in, and then here you go, and now you are sinking under, these high waves of emotion and all that again, and not allowing yourself to balance your emotions by your faith, knowing that it doesn't matter what things look like. It doesn't matter how bad the storm is. You know the rainbow comes after the storm. You know that the sun will always shine. So this too shall pass, right? And you are what you think, right? So that's what it's saying, that if you stop festering in the most negative possibility, right? If you stop festering in the most is in believing or giving energy and sitting in the energy of the worst possible scenario that things are not going to work out, give that same energy, transmute and give that same energy that you've been given to all the negative and all the problems, and keep attracting more and more and more of that to there's no problems here, right? Everything is working out for me. And transmute that into seeing and believing that, oh, it's going to work out for me. Oh, it's going to be okay. And start being super positive about that same thing. And then I bet you it will turn around. It must turn around. It always will, because life gives you what you ask more of, right? So learning that nothing is set in stone and that you do have the power to get out of this energy that you like, that you've been habitually sitting in, and it's been just attracting more and more and more and more stress, more and more chaos, more and more toxic relationships, more and more poverty or lack or challenges with money or challenges with open doors or what you're wanting to come to you, right? And what you're wanting to manifest, right? So maybe fear-based is trying to control the situation, manipulate the situation, watch or debate or control. If it hasn't happened yet, then you get overwhelmed and depressed and stressed out, and just those are fear-based thoughts that make you, that allow that energy give to feeling isolated or desperate or flight or fight, or abandoned. Those are all lies from the devil, right? The devil is all of the lies that are negative, that are just false evidence appearing real, which is, are you going to be tempted by what you see to Are you going to be tempted by what you see to get overwhelmed that your faith is useless and that the divine is not bigger than this problem and can't bring you a better outcome? Or are you going to allow yourself to know that the divine flows through you, and that's why you're eternal and you have power over any situation, over any turbulence, over any emotional situation, and that if you look for that it's a lesson in it and that this is happening for your good, then you're giving way to allowing your intuition to start soothing you and guiding you to the better situation, since nothing is set in stone. But when you already give into sitting in the energy of the stress or of the problem and giving energy to the problem, and you're letting the problem grow into a bigger and bigger monster and attract more monsters of its kind, then you are determining how this turns out, instead of realizing that you have the power to start changing things around. And if you start doing that and changing that and catching yourself in those situations, catching yourself when you start stewing in the negativity, right? If you're feeling bad, then you're keeping your mind on negative things. So you have to start catching yourself so that you can transmute how you're feeling, what you're keeping your mind on, right? And start keeping your mind on the positive outcomes. You don't have to know how it's going to work out. Just know that the best thing will work out for you, and start allowing that, right? And you do have the power to get out of this energy. We all do, right? And stewing in the energy or the negative, or stewing in the energy of the problem, and keep talking about the problem. Keep talking about it to everybody out of here. That's giving more energy to the problem, right? Okay? That's not giving any energy into, okay, it happened. I've allowed myself to feel whatever it was. I'm seeing what it can teach me. I know that the best is going to turn out for me, and it's going to be okay. Whatever I need will show up when I need it, right? I'm provided for. And you start affirming positive things in your over the situation, so that's what you're giving energy to. That's what you are setting your intentions for. That's what you are wanting to gain momentum to affect the outcome that's best for you, right? That's working with your faith. That's when you stew in this energy of what's happening and what you see by sight, and get caught up in all of the negative emotion attached to the problem, then you're only making that be a bigger monster, and giving no energy to your faith or the best resolution that could come for you, right? And so that is what is the most toxic thing, that if you change right now, you can, okay? So let's get some affirmations or guidance on that, and see what Spirit says that can help, different ways that can help you dealing with that type of energy, to not sit in the energy, to not allow it to have more power than what it should. Let's see what it says. Pray and meditate, okay? Pray and meditate. You pray and ask for the Most High, the Divine, the Universe, God, whoever you believe in, to help you. And then know that they're helping you, and know that once you ask, it is given, right? And then meditate on how it feels now that that's worked out, right? So taking yourself out of the problem. That's taking yourself out of the energy of the problem. That's taking yourself out of the focus of the problem. And then that's putting yourself in your higher self. It's allowing your intuition to start coming to soothe it. And then by putting yourself in the meditation of feeling that, okay, now it's worked out. Since it's already worked out for me, right? Then you're not focusing on the problem. And then you see yourself and feel yourself in that higher vibration, detaching from the energy of the problem, not giving the problem any more energy at that moment. And the more you feel overwhelmed, get back into this, right? You don't have to keep asking because you asked once and they heard you the first time. But you do want to keep meditating and keep seeing yourself in everything already worked out, right? Again, it's not for you to worry about how it's going to work out. Nothing is impossible, no matter who or what you're dealing with. All you have to do is have the seed of a mustard seed faith, right? To see yourself and feel it and be thankful for it already, that it already worked out. Your imagination is your power, and it's limitless, and that's why you are limitless power. So use the power that you have, okay? A lot of you are starting to awaken to that, and that's why this situation is here to show you and to help in your awakening to yourself and your inner power, all right? If you need help working through any type of problems that you haven't been able, that's seeming to be super overwhelming, you no matter what you do, you keep attracting the same toxic cycles over and over and over and over, whether that's toxic relationships, whether that's not being able to keep a job, whether that's anything that really, whether that's sexual assault, abuse, emotional abuse, whatever it is, right? Abandonment issues, attachment issues, childhood wounds, that is what you can contact me at healingme@gmail.com. We can work on those blockages, get you the right prescription you need to get into Healing Me, right? To heal yourself and to unlock your fullest potential so that you can unlock your limitless power, right? So that you can contact me, and that information will be in the description box as well. If you feel like this information can help somebody else, share this Toxic Tuesday message. Also, let me know how this relates to you. If you need some meditations or some affirmations, comment below, and I'll be more than happy to get you some affirmations to start working on, to reprogram your mind, to get out of the sitting in the negative energy of the problem, okay? And so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can keep bringing free content like this, and it helps me get it to the people that need it. I am Me the Messenger, and this is Healing Me, and we love the light in you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.